Welcome back to One Fan's Opinion. Let's talk about Antonelli, the death threats, and Norris. This is One Fan's Opinion. Hello. Well, remember how I said we would get into the whole Antonelli and Norris situation? Antonelli got out of shape and Norris was able to blow past him. Well, another reason why I'm not a Verstappen fan is because of his fans. So a lot of people, fans as well as Red Bull themselves, have been, during the race and after the race, they said Antonelli pulled over to allow Norris to go catch Verstappen, meaning to catch him in terms of points, because now it's a three-way split. If Norris was able to get into second place or even first place, Verstappen would be so far out that the next race, the last race, wouldn't make a difference. The horrible thing is, fake accounts were made and posting death threats against the rookie, the teenager, Kimi Antonelli. This is going too far. The other thing is, Marko, Red Bull's advisor, I believe, also threw gas on this whole situation, meaning he also said, oh, he just pulled over and let him go by. As I will pull up his I believe his Instagram or his X account to show you what he wrote, if it's still there. I'm hoping it is. This is out of hand. This is a sport, guys. Relax. It's for enjoyment purposes. Yes, I get bent out of shape sometimes with Ferrari and Hamilton and the f.i.a. and Leclerc and the whole situation surrounding them, but I also don't hurt anyone's feelings. It just seems like we're starting to take things a little too seriously. He's still a rookie. He's a teenager. When you were a teenager, what were you doing? Someone wrote, Kimi Antonelli received a large number of hateful messages and even death threats after the race in Qatar. Come on, guys. Death threats? Really? Is that where we are now? I mean, before you even open your mouth, you should watch the video of the race. And yes, in two corners, Antonelli ran wide. Lost a bit of control and ran wide. One, he's a rookie. Two, he's got the pressure of Lando Norris right behind him. When you're running away from something, do you not right? And I suspect that's what he was doing. He was paying attention to Norris coming up behind him as opposed to blocking it out and focusing. But again, a rookie, this is what rookies do. When you're a seasoned professional, that's when you're able to lock in and just do you. So it started off as it started off as an idea. Someone thought that, maybe he pulled aside to allow, because now it keeps the points of the three drivers very close. But if you watch the video, you can see that that's not the case. So why utter death threats at this kid? After the race, you can see interviewer pulled Antonelli aside and said, we heard Red Bull was saying you let Lando pass. Really? Kimi Antonelli says, I was trying to do my race. I was trying to get the podium. I was pushing hard and just lost the rear and went off the track. That wasn't on purpose. Nothing to do about it. Kid was racing. Even when you look at his face, you can hear the interviewers asking him the question or telling him what they heard. And over here, you can see Antonelli. His face is just like, wait, what? I did what? The interesting thing is the telemetry information, the information that is collected from the cars and given back to, in his case, Mercedes, all states that he lost control. So it's not that he just drove out of the way, let him by, drive back in, or he, drove out to let him get closer. Oh, he didn't get close enough. Let's do it again. There's noticeable snap steering, so they can tell the angle of the steering wheel and your tires and the speed of the tires in the rear, because it's rear wheel drive. All of that information is available. So you can clearly see that it wasn't done on purpose. My point about Verstappen and Red Bull fans is that they immediately jumped on social media, on all of the platforms and just started flooding that Antonelli was helping Norris and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm starting to think that Red Bull fans or Verstappen fans are not completely right in the head. I mean, this backs up my thought process, does it not? Okay, not all of them. I'm being general. I mean, even Helmut Marko said, Antonelli let him by. Let him by? It's so obvious. Really? Eventually, Helmut Marko walked that back. He watched the video and then he apologized and, asked the rest of the world to calm down because, Antonelli did not let Norris by. But I mean, like, as a ex-racer, as a head figure, why would you say that? Like, what? What? I mean, we all say things in the heat of the moment. I get it. But being an ex-athlete, he should know better. No? One of Verstappen's engineers during the race called up to Verstappen and told him that Antonelli let Norris by. In other words, run, he's coming, right? But I mean, you can see here after the race, I believe this is the engineer, John Paul, I believe his name is, Toto Wolff, and I'm not sure who this gentleman is, but you can see that they're confronting them. And I mean, Toto Wolff does not look pleased, as he should. You've got to defend your drivers. But I mean, what a mess. Just because people didn't stop, calibrate, or process and then speak. We live in a society now where people only listen to say something as opposed to listen to understand. What happened? I mean, even on social media, you can see. So there's Marko, and he says Antonelli waved him past. Waved him past. It was so obvious. It was too obvious. Then you had Toto Wolff coming to Antonelli's rescue saying, this is total, utter nonsense. That blows my mind even to hear that. How brainless can you be to even say something like that? And I'm asking, how brainless can the people that jumped on that bandwagon be? Did you even watch the replay? Did you even watch and process that before you opened your mouth? Before you started typing? I mean, it's kind of the equivalent of an adult yelling at a child, right? I mean, he's a rookie. He's just getting into this. This is his first season as a driver. And he's got adults in the sport saying these things about him, which then fuels the fire for the rest of us to jump in on top of. Antonelli's been getting death threats to the point where he's blacked out his image, his profile image, so I guess less people can find him. I mean, this is not helping by telling everyone, but we're a small channel, so not a lot of people are watching. But I mean, you can tell that this has shook the kid. I'd be nervous. If I got death threats, I'd be nervous. I'd stop posting too, because I could walk out, if I post where I'm going and someone sees me there and they're, have heard this negative stuff about me, they could potentially do something about it. Not cool. That's not what social media is supposed to be about. I mean, it's at the point now where it's disgusting. Thank goodness, Marko walked it back, but again, too little too late. Helmut Marko says, I took another close look at the footage and it was a mistake and not intentional. I'm sorry that Kimi got so much flack online. And then he says, he did not let Lando pass on purpose. He should have just said nothing at all. I mean, in the beginning. I'm glad that he walked it back, but damage is already done. You've already scared the kid. In my opinion, it's gotten to a disgusting point. This is way out of hand. How did we get here? As a society, as fans, to try to make others feel bad about a sport. I mean, this is not about you losing your house. This is not you losing a child. This is something that you watch on a Sunday for enjoyment. Do better. We all need to do better. This was one fan's opinion. And Kimi Antonelli, I'm sorry that you're going through this.